Unit 5, the PBL process. Lesson 1, opening stage. What this lesson looks at. Firstly, we will give you an overview of the PBL process and the opening stage. Then look at the steps involved in the opening stage. PBL is a 9-step process involving 3 stages. The opening stage, which we will cover in this lesson. The self-study stage, which we will cover in lesson 2. And the closing stage, which we will cover in lesson 3. We will now give you an overview of the opening stage. The opening stage is a collaborative process, and learners are expected to complete the steps in this stage as a group. Depending on how large and complex the problem is, the opening stage will take place in one meeting or over a series of meetings. If your PBL group are geographically dispersed, meetings can take place via teleconference software such as Skype, FM Meeting and Blue Button. Some of this software is free and records the meetings. The stages in the opening steps. In the opening stages, the first 5 steps of the PBL process are complete. Step 1. Clarify terms. The group ensures that the problem is well understood. They read and review the problem outlined, and then they note what terms they do not understand. Learners outline or clarify what each of these terms mean. In lesson 3, we will see a sample of how this works. Step 2. Define the problem. This involves giving a title to the problem and asking questions such as, what do we know about the problem? What's going on here? And any data that is known about the problem is gathered and put into the problem definition. Brainstorming. Here the PBL group identify possible solutions or hypotheses on the basis of prior knowledge. The group draws on each other's knowledge and identifies areas of incomplete knowledge. They look for causal relationships between data and develop solutions based on this. Causal maps and mind maps can be used. Where data is complete, this can be highlighted for further exploration. Classification. The group reflect and analyse the results of brainstorming. They think about the relationships between different concepts and classify these to build a conceptual framework or a model of the proposed solution. Step 5. Learning objectives. The group reaches consensus on the learning objectives. The learning objectives should be concerned with addressing the problem. The facilitator ensures that learning objectives are focused, achievable, comprehensive and appropriate. This specifies what the learner needs to achieve in the self-study stage. The group as a whole should decide on what learning objectives each learner is allocated and what each person has to complete in the self-study stage. For further reading, look at Hagi Helia's Tracing the Role of the Tutor and the Problem-Based Learning Management Developed Handbook. In the next lesson, we will look at the self-study stage.